Okay. Hi again. This is Curious. I had to put on my thinking cap to realize what the hell I was talking about. If you watch my former video, you'll see it. Or maybe I'll load this one first just to confuse everybody. Anyway, the thing was that I was watching the new season of Misfits, season 3, episode 1 on Hulu. Yeah, check it out. They show naughty English things. And the thing was that the girl had gotten the new power of being a rocket scientist. And all she does is she thinks it's complete rubbish because friggin' thing. Because she friggin' goes into all these firms and she can't do anything with being a rocket scientist because she can only be a rocket scientist. And at this point, I'm realizing that I'm mad at the atheist community. Yes, I am. I'm completely pissed off at all of you guys. Not for the usual polemic reasons, but for something. God, what is with all this shit and lint on me? Oh, well, anyway. Not for all the friggin' polemic reasons and the usual freaking political wonkiness, but because I've developed a sense of science. Oh, I probably don't know real science from my ass in the hole ground any more than I ever did. And maybe the fact that I'm getting frigging old, might have something to do with it, but I'm catching things I've never caught before. The critical thinking is a pain in the ass. I can't disengage my suspension of disbelief. And it's bothering me. Some of my old shows. I was watching an old Star Trek. I'll get back to friggin' the Misfits thing in a second, but I was watching an old Star Trek, and it was the one where Spock went blind and Jim's brother died. I think Operation Annihilate, I think it was. Anyway, if anybody watches the original true Star Trek, that's that Abrams crap, And I was watching it, and it's like they used ultraviolet light to kill all the things. They put satellites around the thing and beamed intense ultraviolet light into the frigging world. Hello, ultraviolet light? That will fry you like a crispy critter and give you cancer. Sure, Bones probably has a cure for all that stuff. But, science error, and then I had to friggin', I could not shut it off, ozone depletion, da-da-da-da, UV rays, harmful, dot, Let's fry them with UV rays. That's part of the light spectrum that won't make you go blind. So that was one thing, and I'm just like horrified that frigging, I'm actually having a disparagement against the original Trek. And it's been like that for other shows now. I can't hardly watch anything. Even new things. Yes, I was watching frigging Misfits season 3, and she's a rocket scientist. And I'm like, well, it's a superpower, so that's like a form of super intelligence. And you're telling me you can't use that to friggin' superpower? I mean, she doesn't sit around and draw friggin' rocket propulsions. If you're a rocket scientist, you know so many things. She didn't just frigging, glaze over and all of a sudden draw something and not know what it was. Some guy asked her what it was, the drawing she was doing, and she explained the stupid thing. I can't remember the term. Oh yeah, that's one cool hydrogen oxide thruster unit. If she understood it, what? You know science. I mean, you could freaking build any amount of freaking technology from all the knowledge that goes in to being a rocket scientist. I mean, you know astrophysics, you know mechanics, you know chemicals, you know the physics of thrust, you know all about geocentric orbits, you know about designing things that will protect you from people. How many sciences does it involve to be able to sit there and design a whole rocket? I mean, she just didn't design the propulsion system. She was designing the whole thing. How many fields would you have to sit there and it looked like a manned rocket? So you tell me that you don't know freaking atmospheric chemicals, biology. I can't think of computers. I can't think of a science that wouldn't be involved. And they seemed, I couldn't tell if it was like 1960s rockets, but essentially, since she was applying this to a modern company, it must have been a modern rocket. You know, because the guy was clearly impressed that she freaking designed something herself. He didn't believe her. That obviously, so that inferred that there was no problems with it. Well, there must have been no super science with it, because obviously then he would have been astounded, but it boggles the mind. All the knowledge that has to come together to make a modern rocket. A manned rocket. Even a simple 3-stage orbit and land rocket. Materials, design, chemistry, physics. You know, I'd have been building rocket sleds, rocket cars, freaking rocket boots, rocket guns, which are aerodynamic guns, rocket suits, like a rocket backpack. The list goes on and on and on. And if it's a superpower, who says you can't cheat and look up freaking things that are the edge of science and figure it out, do a little freaking research, and have even more powers? You have a gadget superpower, basically. And it wasn't explored. And I'm just like, God, duh. I could use that power. I would be so crazy. You would see me doing some outrageous shit. And I wonder if I would go up in a big fireball or not. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So that it's basically getting hard to watch shows anymore. And I know I'm a complete idiot. So if I can freaking catch on to these things... Hello? I know, it's just a show, it's just a story, but... Boy, I really blame the atheist community now. I can't turn it off anymore. You freaking begin to see the science. I think I know, but I know I don't know, but I think I might know something that is kind of though. Huh? I don't know. I'm gonna go see if my freaking you can actually cook pinto beans without freaking soaking them overnight first. Better go look it up online because I don't know. They smell good, but who knows? Bye.